Hi everybody, today is August 11th, 2016, and it is just the wee hours of the morning here. So what was earlier this morning, or sometime the afternoon of August 10th, I had this vision. And it was in this vision, the government had banned or recalled a Taco Bell commercial. I believe it was Taco Bell, a fast food restaurant, but I'm pretty sure it was Taco Bell. And the reason they banned this commercial was because the commercial showed a chip reader, a microchip reader, a hand reader, or a hand scanner. And so it was like this. The commercial was not about the hand scanner. The hand scanner just happened to be in place in this commercial. So the commercial was released out of order, if that makes sense. It was something like how, if you've ever seen a movie that had a continuity error. And so it was like, say, like on, it's hard to explain, but on the movie Spider-Man, they show the boy, I think his name is Peter Parker, they show him trying to figure out how his web works, and he knocks a lamp over by his door of his bedroom. And then when his aunt comes to the door of his bedroom to investigate what the noise is, and he opens up the door, you can see that the lamp is still sitting there on top of whatever it was sitting on, whole and intact. So a continuity error is when, some people probably really know what this is, but just in case there's someone who doesn't, it's when you've made up a story and you're able to keep the big items straight. So whatever the scene that you're showing is about, you have all the major things in that scene in order. All the props and everything matches up. But because a movie can be 2 hours long and they're shot out of sequence, the scenes are shot out of sequence, sometimes things are missed by the props department. For instance, if I were to tell you it's 2 o'clock in the morning and I'm on the west coast of the United States, you would expect it to be dark outside. So if behind me there were a window and you could clearly see that out the window it's bright daylight, it reveals to you that I'm lying to you. So that's how it is in movies. They have people who are assigned only to maintaining the continuity from scene to scene, to make sure that, because they are totally making this up, to make sure that everything in the scene follows the story that they're putting forth, because reality is always telling off on you. Like I said, if I were to come in and say, good morning, everybody, it's 2 a.m. and I'm in Santa Monica, California, and then you look out the window and you see the sun coming up over my shoulder in the east, you know I'm lying. So that's how it was in this video, or this vision that I had. The government recalled a commercial. It had been aired, and they recalled it because it was it had the chip reader, as though the chip reader were an everyday part of life. So that commercial was not supposed to be out yet. Eventually it would be out because all these things are pre-planned. But they have to release them in the correct sequence because people, they're prepared for a lot of things. People were prepared for what Obama did last summer with the gay marriage, passing the national law that no state can, that all the states have to honor gay marriages. So that was a pre-planned agenda item. However, from the time that it was planned, the American public was not prepared to accept it at that time. So they had to implement their plans little by little in the form of different celebrities coming out as gay, movies, even the movie Frozen with the gay cartoon characters, and Rosie O'Donnell playing the little gorilla girl, the little tomboy gorilla in Tarzan the movie. All those little things work together over the course of time to prepare the minds of Americans and the world to not revolt against gay marriage. They were all for it and ready to roam the streets in parades with perverts. Had you done this 25 years ago, had he just come out and done that 25 years ago, it wouldn't fly. So right now, today, as we stand, if chip readers were to go and be the only means of paying for things, people would not go for that. People are still, there's still enough Christians, and there's still enough faith, and there's still enough people who know, the prophecy of the fact that you wouldn't be able to buy or sell except you accept the mark of the beast. So there's still too many people that would resist this, and it can't come out now. But as people are being prepared, it will come out. And by the time it does, people will accept it. So that's what happened in this vision. That commercial, which was supposed to be released once chip readers were commonplace, was just somehow it got on air early by some mistake. So they recalled it. But it had already gone out, and at least I saw it. So what happened in the actual commercial was, like I said, the commercial was not about the chip reader at all. It was just taken for granted in the commercial that chip readers were the thing, and that's how you paid for stuff. So it was just like a Taco Bell commercial. It could have been, it was either Taco Bell or Burger King. I think it was Taco Bell. But they the lady walks up, she's smiling and going to get her order, and she just holds her hand out under this thing, or next to it, or in front of it, some kind of way. And she holds her hand out to it, and the view that I had was from behind the counter, from the point of view of the fast food worker. And so what came up was like a digital display of some writing, some like digital writing that I couldn't read it from where I was, but As soon as she put her hand down there, like her information popped up. So, so yeah, that's what happened. Let me see if there's anything else I wrote about it. Yeah. Oh, there was one other thing I wanted to say, and that is that the way that these things are being introduced to us, this thing and other things that pertain to ungodliness and the New World Order, is that they present it to us as though changes in lifestyle, changes in the way people live, have necessitated these things that are coming about. But really, it is the agenda that drives the policies. Our way of life does not drive the policy. The pre-planned agenda drives the policies, and the policies make the changes. Then we're prepared by different means of mass media to accept these things and to think that they're doing us a favor and that this is just the most convenient way to do things. But really, it's all laid out what they want to do. And the ultimate architect of all of this is Satan. And he knows what he wants to do to bring about in the world. Then he gets his people that are sold out to him, that worship him, or that are just carelessly indwelt by him and influenced by him, and they put these things in place. And then they set up the circumstances all around us to make it seem like life has necessitated these changes. Gun control is another very good example of that. They want guns out of the hands of citizens. They only want their own private police forces to have access to guns. So they're going about, there's the agenda, then they go about to set up the circumstances that make the policy changes, and then they implement it. And then all the while, we got the voodoo mind trick played on us, making you think that this whole thing is your idea, that you're the one who's actually demanding these changes because of necessity to fit new lifestyles. I hope that made sense. So, thanks for watching. God bless you guys.